guys, I believe to those of you that have been following us on our videos, you really learn a lot of things on what we've done. So I encourage you to continue in this same passion, so that at the end of the day you'll be able to repair or detect any faulty electronics. So let's go on board and let's see how to repair or identify a diode, the function and how it works on the board. I really love the way diode work. It helps in controlling a lot of current movement on the board. Looking at the circuit diagram, you'll see a forward bias diode. The particular location where there is stripe is the cathode, which is the negative, and the other one is the anode. Diode always allow current in only one direction, that is from here to the other side. The anode is the input side where voltage or current enters and it goes out through the cathode, and that's why it is called forward bias. So in any situation where current is flowing in the opposite direction in any diode, it means that the diode is bad, and that's why it is very clear and very easy to know when a diode is good and when it's faulty or when it is bad. So let's go in to really see how a diode looks like. This is a big diagram, or this is a big diode. So let me take it to the symbol. Like the stripe side is the negative, which is the cathode, and the other side is the anode, exactly the way it is being placed at the symbol. So let's try and see if this diode is good or if it is bad. So I'm going to put my multimeter to the diode symbol. As you can see, I'm still at the off mode, so I'll switch it to the diode symbol. So then I'm not going to take the multimeter probe to the diode. The negative probe will go to the cathode leg or cathode lead, and the positive probe to the anode lead. So if this diode is good, it will definitely read. So looking at the multimeter, you can see the reading. So by the time I change it, by the time I interchange the leg, it will not read if the diode is okay. As you can see, it's not giving any reading, so this is a sign that this diode is okay. I don't know if you are getting what I'm saying. So immediately I change the leg, you will notice that the diode is not moving at all, and this indicates that this diode is okay. So let's try and look at another diode to confirm this. Once again, I'm bringing another diode to the board. Oh, even though this diode is faded, I couldn't really identify the stripe side. Okay, but that's it. So you place it exactly to the symbol, that is the stripe side is the cathode and the other side is the anode. So let me put my negative probe once again to the cathode and the positive to the anode, and let's see what will happen. There will definitely be a reading. As you can see, it is giving us a reading. So let's now interchange our probe. So if this diode is okay, it will definitely not give any reading. So let's go back to the multimeter. As you can see, it's not giving us any reading. So this means that these two diodes are very, very okay. So before I will go to the board to show you how to know if a diode is okay or not. I really want to say one or two things about diode. One thing about diode is that when testing a diode, always make sure you remove it from the board, because if not, your reading will not be very okay, because there are some other circuits inputs that will have contributed to the reading that you are getting. So I always encourage you to remove the diode from the leg from the board before testing it, or preferably you can remove one of the leg, then do your testing to get a very perfect testing to know if the diode is good or bad. So let's quickly go on board to see how a diode looks like, especially on laptop board. Fine, the one I showed you earlier is the way to always look like in any bigger board, but on a laptop board, a diode is always a little bit different in terms of shape. It's more or less like a square, unlike the round one that I just showed you. So looking at this board, let me try and show you one or two diode on this board. Now this is a diode. As you can see, somehow flat is a diode on this board. So let's try and trace another board, another diode on the board. Now this is another diode, this another one. But one of the way you can easily identify a diode on the laptop motherboard is that most of the time they're always black, and they will put D1 in front of it. So what I'm going to do now is that I will try and plug this working board to an external socket using my laptop charger. Then we'll test to see the voltage that is passing through the leg of this diode. Then one of the secrets about troubleshooting a board is that every electronics has a specific voltage that should pass through it. So what I do most of the time is, when I'm trying to handle a board or troubleshoot a laptop motherboard, I'll try and look at the number on the particular IC, or let me say on the particular electronics, even though this time around we are talking about diode. By the time I see the number, I will go online and search for every details of the electronics. So by the time I see it, I easily know the particular voltage that should pass through it. Then I will definitely know if it is bad or good. It is good if the voltage that is passing through it is exactly the expected voltage that has been specified on the internet, or it is close to the range. But in case it is very far from it, definitely I will know that there's a problem with a particular electronic. So let's plug a laptop, a working board to let's plug it. Fine. Wow. So this is already plugged. So as I told you when I was working, when I was taking you on capacitor, the first thing you do anytime you plug any particular charger is that you try and read the capacitor to be very sure that voltage has entered into the board. A very close capacitor to the source. So I'm going to switch my knob to DC, which is exactly at 20. Then I want to test the capacitor, so to be very sure that the voltage has entered the board. Okay, let's look at the multimeter. Can you see 19.25? So this is a sign that the voltage has entered the board. So now the next thing I want to do now is I want to go back and test a diode. So what you do in this sense is that it's either you leave the negative leg of your probe to the negative side of the capacitor, or you put your probe at the at the ground or at the earth. So I can just easily leave it like this, so that it's going to be very convenient for me. So I will now take my positive probe to the legs of the diode. Like the other time, this is the first diode that I tested. So let me put it in this first leg. By the time I put it in the first leg, looking at my multimeter, you will see the reading there. Then I'll take it over. Yeah, it's almost at 0.1. Then I will take it over to the second leg. Yeah, at the second leg is more or less like it's not even reading anything at all, just 0.01, or it's more or less, because it's just shaking, it's like it's not reading anything. So this is a sign that this diode is okay. So once again, I want to tell you that diode is one of the most simplest electronics to test. So far, you know that it only allows current to flow in one direction. So anytime it's reading in the opposite direction, you definitely know that the diode is okay. So I encourage all the concerned professionals, all students, to follow us on all our videos, because I want to believe that after this training, you'll be able to repair and troubleshoot any electrical gadget. Thank you.